What is my love language, Brooklyn? What's my top 3?
Your top 3? Well, I know your top 1, it's rubbing the feet.
That's not a love language.
Yes, that is.
No, it's like physical touch,
Yes,
gifts, acts of service. What are the other ones?
All of those things, yeah.
Well, I think yours is words of affirmation and physical touch. I like a gift also. It doesn't have to be expensive, but I like a thoughtful gift. I also I like them all. Yeah, I like them all. I like all the languages.
Do you remember when I also got that apron for when you had a girls' night and I said whatever the girls want?
Yeah, I love that. That was the best. What?
You know how when you hear someone, you just kind of feel your brain cells are like evaporating? Yeah, that's what I felt when I just saw this clip. All the languages. They specifically said 3, honey. Yeah. So that just tells you that nothing satisfies her. She had a list. She kept on speaking. I want this. I like this. And I like that also. I like this also. So basically, you're very materialistic. Yeah, billionaire's daughter, we figured, honey. Yeah, nothing's... But look at this dunderhead. Brooklyn's like, apron. I was wearing I bought you an apron. That's a love language. God, let's get into it. So we're going to basically decode Nicola today. Yeah, showdowns in full from nanny abuse claims to dog death. So there are a lot of these stories out there, and I got this on Mirror. So feel free to go read the entire article. I'm just going to read some of the highlights from it. Let's get into it. Nicola reportedly cycled through 3 event planners and organizers. If you know this, I've mentioned this before. After 2 couldn't meet the scale on celebration she'd hoped for, while Nelson sued his daughter's second organizers, planned design events for $159,000. Being a billionaire and fighting with the wedding planners, wow. How lovely. For the deposit, following the dismissal 9 days after they were hired. Okay, there was serious misrepresenting their skills and abilities. Okay, so obviously they're going to get the legal language out. Yeah, I don't believe it. The plan designs, they countersued. Very good for you, should. And this is the reason they've said that these documents obtained by Daily Mail claim that Nelson was behaving like a billionaire bully who became so frustrated with the planning process that he wanted to cancel the wedding altogether. We know why. Wife Nicola Peltz begged him against this course of action, arguing it would destroy Nicola's career. Yeah, it would destroy because it was production. The wedding was a production to create her career. Back in 2009, long before she entered the brand Beckham, Nicola found herself at the center of shocking claims that she had abused and threatened staff members of the Peltz household as a sport. According to Your Tango, a source told Gawker at the time, Peltz's youngest daughter routinely threatens maids that she will have her father fire them if they don't do as she asks. She's hardly bluffing. Her last nanny was reportedly hauled out of the house by 2 beefy bodyguards after the girl decided she didn't care much for her. I, in my opinion, believe that these are definitely true situations that are happening because, there's no smoke without fire. And for sure, she is like that, in my opinion. At the time, there's reports Nicola would have been 13 or 14 years old. Nicola's family women denied these allegations. Of course they will. Peltz's lawyers got involved. Housekeeping recruiter Adrian came forward insisting he'd made the claims after the family didn't pay his contract. So they got somebody to play the claims that they made up the story. Doesn't that sound like a classic cover-up? Yeah. Cover up your daughter's bratty behaviors, that she was a big brat. So when the mother says, please don't cancel the wedding and please don't do that because it destroyed Nicola's career, do you know that line must have been used for every mistake she's made? And that girl has never learned consequences. When you're that rich, you tend to be a spoiled brat. But when you're not taught right from wrong, when you're not corrected, this is what happens. One devastating rumor about the alleged mistreatment of the Peltz staff was the claim that Nicola had pushed her beloved nanny, Maria Rosalina Gina, down the stairs as an allegation that Gina's family vehemently denies. Gina began working for the Peltz in 1985, first as a maid and later looked after Nelson and Claudia's second child, William, after his birth. Following her death in 1992, Gina's nephew came forward to say that the claims about Nicola weren't true. It's interesting to see that somebody else has to come and always say that the claims are not true. It's a way of getting ahead of the rumors, in my opinion. So when there's a rumor going, it's very convenient to circulate that rumor. And if you go into the press and make a story up and say, no, this was clarified or this was denied or we took care of it, you're trying to cover up and then trying to make up for your daughters. But in my opinion, if these rumors have happened and there are multiple stories, there has to be some truth to it. It cannot be that easy, in my opinion. Now, this was another post that I came on X that went a bit viral where, there's one of these posts of Brooklyn Beckham and Selena Gomez, his husband. And this is the rumor of the news of this relates to one of the articles I came across. Nicola and Brooklyn have grown apart from Selena Gomez. Relationships evolved. So as you know that these two are besties. They were hanging out all the time. So she's had this history of doing this, and then now with this controversy going on, it makes a little more sense, I think. Where I think she was getting very, very pally with Brooklyn. And if you see, there's other pictures as well. And this is a very odd picture for me, because sitting with Benny and still staring at Brooklyn is kind of creepy. She's staring at, Brooklyn at this point of time. So she does have this history. And if you see their pictures of hanging out together, it is the case.